Hey guys, my name is Lilly and today I want to make a video about Firesteels versus Magnesium bows. Stay tuned. And this is my co-actor Amy, and she's now in her 11th week, pretty young and sweet. Ow! Ouch! Oh. Come on, go on. Okay. Alright, so here I have my fire kit. This is the APO-1 fire kit, which I'm selling on my website. And in this kit you will find a Firesteel and a Magnesium bar. So today I want to discuss these two options for making fire, and also I want to compare it to a normal lighter. So yeah, let's start with the lighter. Lighters are great and I recommend that everybody takes lighters with them for camping. And lighters are great because with them you have almost 100% chance of making a fire in most conditions. But if they get wet, they usually do not work anymore. So let me demonstrate this quickly. So this is a working lighter, and now I just throw it into the water. Okay. See, and now this lighter is not working anymore. So if your lighter gets wet, then you might have to use other options of making fire. Okay. I just put back the lighter into my pocket to dry it out again, because it will work again when it's dried out, but it can take a couple of hours, which you might not have in a survival situation. So let's put it into my pocket and let's see if it's working in a couple of minutes again. The two options that I have in here is a Magnesium bar, the APO-1 Magnesium bar, and a simple Firesteel, and I really like making fire with these items. However, it's not so easy, so it's much easier to operate a lighter or matches, but this is a little bit tricky, and today I want to show you the proper way how to use the Firesteel and the Magnesium bar. Okay, today I'm using the APO-1 Hunter. It's my small hunting knife which I have designed myself, and if you're interested you can find it on my website. The link is in the description below. And now I'm going to show you how to use a Firesteel. So this here is a Firesteel, which is a ferrocium rod with different mesh metals, and it comes with this black coating which has to come off first. So I scrape off the coating here. Okay, so to strike the Firesteel correctly, you take it very firmly into your hand, and then you put your back of the knife onto the Firesteel and scrape off, just like this. Okay, so it only works if you set the blade with a 45-degree angle onto the Firesteel. It doesn't work like this or like this. So you need this angle to get the Firesteel going and to scrape off some sparks which are really hot. Okay, so this is how you use a Firesteel with a blade. And now let's try to use it on a tinder. Alright, so here I have my tinder, which is grass. This is probably the best tinder that you can find. And some people use the Firesteel like this. They hold the knife and pull back. But I find that pinching down the tinder with the Firesteel and holding it down works better. That's it. So as you can see, we have produced a flame. Now let's put the Firesteel into the water. Okay, now I'm going to submerge the Firesteel into the water. Let's see if it works like this. Not really. So now let's dry it off at my chin here. And it's working again. What are you doing? Come on, Amy. Here, come here. Here, come here. She's like ducks. Okay, so Firesteels are great. They work in wet conditions as well. And I love them. Like most of my fires I make with Firesteels. But sometimes it's really hard to make fire with them because they are just sparks, you know. A flame is always better. And this is why sometimes a magnesium bar is better. Okay, I had to place Amy here because she was cold. She was jumping into the cold water. And now she's sitting on the blanket. Alright, so let's come back to the magnesium bar. So magnesium bars are great because they already bring their tinder with them. Magnesium burns at a very high temperature and it's one of the best tinders. So let's try to scrape down some magnesium and ignite it with the integrated Firesteel. Okay, as you just saw, there was a really bright flash, which means that the temperature was really hot when burning. So now let's try to combine this magnesium shavings with some grass here. So I want to make the grass a little bit moist because this is super dry. It will also burn without the magnesium, but let's make it a little bit moist here. So I can really feel some moisture in the tinder. Let's see if I can ignite it with the magnesium. Okay, it's really important that you have a knife which has a sharp 90 degrees angle. So you should not really use the blade for this because it will dull the blade, and also if you use it on the Firesteel it might mess with the temper of your blade. So make sure that you get a knife which has a really sharp edge, like my knife here. And yeah, that's what I told my factory in Taiwan. So I told them to make the edge here a really sharp 90-degree angle, and it's perfect for Firesteels and magnesium bars. So as you can see, I can even ignite wet tinder or moist tinder, still burning, with the magnesium, and I think that's really awesome. So in the jungle, a magnesium bar is great. I've made many fires in my life. I don't know how many, I didn't count, but I think I've made at least over 100 fires in my life. And the hardest fires that I made was in the jungle. So in the jungle you won't find any dry stuff, it's all a little bit wet. And even the dead standing trees are wet because the moisture in the jungle is so high, the humidity is so high, that the dead wood will draw the moisture inside. So in the jungle I can make fire, yeah. Even I had troubles making fire and I needed longer than expected. And with a magnesium bar, it's so much easier to light a fire, and especially wet tinder. So I think magnesium bars are great and they really should go together with a normal Firesteel. So now let's check out if the lighter is working again. Oh yeah, it's working. So that's really awesome that it's working again. So it has dried out in my pocket. And now I want to show you a cool technique with the lighter. So let's say if the gas runs out with the lighter, you can still use it by using the plastic as tinder. So now I'm scraping off some plastic here. So now I'm going to ignite the plastic with the Firesteel here. It's burning. So if you don't have a magnesium bar with you, you can always use plastic as a tinder in an emergency situation and use it just like a magnesium bar. Scrape off the plastic in very fine shavings and then ignite it with the Firesteel. And it might also work with the small flintstone inside of the lighter as well. So yeah, I even could scrape off some Kydex off of my sheath and then try to ignite it with the Firesteel. And this way, if you mix it up with your normal tinder, you have better chances of getting a flame going. Alright, so this is the APO-1 fire kit, which you can get at my website. It comes in this small water resistant box, which is awesome. And this is the APO-1 Hunter. I really love it. So if you're interested, as I said, the link is in the description below. Alright guys, so this was how to make fire with a lighter, Firesteel and a magnesium bar. I really want to thank you for watching and stay tuned till next time. Amy, let's go home. Oh gosh. Oh, you're wet. She's cold and bad. Now we go home. Go, baby. Let's go home. You stink. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye.